Come on, gang.
Shannon Sharp shit.
Come on. I can't be sitting all day. Come on. I'm tired of this anyway. You've been tweaking.
Look, with Lil Baby, you said Lil Baby make devil music and he deserved to go to jail, right?
Listen, yeah, everybody make devil music. I'm going to tell you how. Life, everything, grab that door. Everything is vibrate and frequency. So everything travels on vibration and frequencies, right? What I mean by that is there's no such thing as good and bad. Sounds kind of control the mind, hypnotize the mind, and make you do things. Let me tell you what I mean. Back in the days in like Africa and places like this, Egyptian days, they used to have bells that let off, like I told you. And all these bells, they were synchronized to make people stay awoke. But it's the same thing in reverse, right? So now you got this music that's demonic and they got certain sounds that's gonna make people. You think that people kill because of, no. You think people kill because they're upset. They kill because they programmed to kill by the music. Shut the fuck up before I grab my switch.
Hey, how you doing, honey?
Right? That's my dog. See, a lot of people think dogs are like dogs, but they got souls too. You see how you understand me, but I can't understand him, right?
Right.
Oh, you think I'm crazy? Everything on earth got a soul. Listen, the spirit, the soul, they break down in a lot of different pieces and they everywhere, they in everything. That's why they say all these little bitty molecules and they call them atoms. They don't know every speck of atom that they think they see, there's not really an atom, right? That's the spirit.
With the whole, you wrote country grammar, right?
See, I can't talk about that no more. Cause I told you I dropped my lawsuit because they gave me back all my son King B music, right? You gotta understand, I ain't had my son music for a long time. He took over St. Louis with a song called Move, right? They took that song, put Black Youngster on it. They had Rich the Kid on it. They kicked him off tour, right? He was on tour with all of them and they kicked him off tour, right? And I'm just trying to make sure that this time when we do it, he go where he trying to go. So I really can't talk about that. They made it right, right? Because the moment they made it right, I'm good. I ain't tripping off Nelly. Shout out to Nelly then. Yeah, I'm from St. Louis. But 50 million compared to my son catalog is nothing, right? I just wanted the catalog in the first place. I didn't give a fuck about the 50 million.
Right. Okay, so look, speaking of your son, right? My oldest son, know about you and shit, right? So
yeah.
he sent in a question.
But it feels good to be able to talk about your son when you couldn't talk about him. I say I sacrificed my son, but I can't say who he is, right? Because like, even right now, if I say what the sacrifice truly is, I gotta give him back. So we can't really keep talking about it. The music about to come out, and a lot of that shit gonna be in the music. Cause like right now, my son don't talk a lot. And all for real, when he left, he was talking a lot. Now he don't talk a lot. The only time he talking through the music. So I gotta figure out what the fuck he's saying through the music like everybody else. Right? Just imagine at 16 years old being in really LA or Hollywood on your own, your daddy in jail. Right? And you around celebrities, people that made millions and millions of dollars. They put you in a mansion at 16 and tell you that's your house. So imagine how the fuck you feel.
I wanted to ask you about you.
I just said talk about my son.
You said you could talk about it.
I just said that. I just said it. Listen, KB music coming. Listen, you gotta wait for the music to come out. I told you, if I say what happened, I gotta give them back.
Right. Okay, so listen, my son sent in the question. He said,
Why the fuck ain't talking about son, bro?
Listen, he said that he wanted me to ask you a question. This is my little man. He wanted to ask you a question, bro.
What? You said light after death, right?
Hold up. I want to play. It's an audio, though. He asking you. He like, yo, I'm going to play it right here. Let me know when to play it.
Play it when you want to play it.
here you go.
You like being controlled.
So this him right here asking you the question. I just want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Hold up. This is what he's saying. What's going on? This Quality tapping in. So I say that to say this podcast. So I just had one question for you. In your perspective, what's life like after death? What's life like after death? I'm saying, I guess he asked you that because you talked about dying before. So.
Listen, tell your son this, if that's your son, because you got a bloodline and you got a soul line. I hate to tell him, he died many times. I'm not the only person that died, gang. Every soul here have died. If you here right now, you are in hell. And this is what it's like. It's like you don't remember. It's like everything that this is identical. See, death, what they call death, was invented. And that invention was made to kill the body. But nothing can kill the soul. It's a spirit. And spirits can't die because the spirit is energy. And energy lives forever. So tell your son, even though he dead, he alive. But he gotta remember. And if I could tell him anything, I tell him to remember. Because the day he remember, he can resurrect like Jesus.